Hey there, Julie the Whippy Chick here to do a butterfly bookmark tutorial. You're going to need 2 colors of yarn, an appropriate hook, scissors, and paper clips. Yep, got that. What's that other thing? Oh, I almost forgot a darning needle. Darn it. All right, we're going to start with a slip stitch, just like always. We're going to chain 5. If I can get that chain done. It's always harder when you're filming. Okay, we're going to join these two together, the first and the last stitches together to create a ring. Okay, now we're going to chain 3, and that's going to count as a double crochet. I like to pull that a little bit snug just to keep everything in place. Okay, now we're going to double crochet into the ring. So yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, and now we're going to chain 2, and that sets us up for our pattern. We're going to do 2 double crochets into the chain, into the ring, excuse me. So there's 1, here comes the second one. And now we are going to chain 2. And that's going to be our pattern. We're going to continue that 6 more times, and that's going to make a total of 8 sets of double crochets and chain 2 spaces in between. Okay, so we're at the end now, and we're just going to join our chain 2 with our first double crochet. It's actually the first chain 3 space. It counts as a double crochet. But we're going to join those two together with a slip stitch. All right, we're going to tie that off because it's time to change colors. I'm going to leave that tail nice and long so that we can weave it in easily later. Okay, I'm going to use this teal green color for the second color. These are just Studio Classic samples by Nicole. I used to get them at AC Moore back in the day. All right, let's make a slip stitch here. And we are going to join that at the same place as we left off. And I like to do that because then I can weave in my ends at the same time. So we're just going to insert the hook right between those 2 double crochets, pull up a loop, and then slip it through as a slip stitch. Now comes the quick part. This part actually goes pretty quick. We're going to chain up 3. As soon as I get untangled here, all these ends. Okay, we're going to chain up 3, and again that's going to count as a double crochet. And now we're going to double crochet in each of these chain 2 spaces 6 times. So that chain 3 is counting as 1, so this makes 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we're going to do that in every chain 2 space. But first we have to insert our hook here and do a slip stitch in between those 2 double crochets. Whoops. There we go. That's going to hold that down. And now we're ready to do our double crochets into our chain 2 space. We're going to continue doing this all the way around. Every chain 2 space is going to have 6 double crochets, and in between each of those is going to be a slip stitch. Okay, I've made it all the way around, and now I am going to do a little bit of a chain here. We're going to chain, I'm going to say 8 to 10 stitches, and we're going to use this chain to wrap it around the body of our butterfly. Now comes the fun part. We're going to fold this flower shape in half, and that's going to make our butterfly shape. We're going to take our chain and wrap that around our butterfly, right in the center there. I had to turn on the light there. It was getting a little dark. Okay, so now we can see it a little bit better. We're going to wrap this chain around our butterfly, and we are going to join that to the other side of the butterfly with a slip stitch. It's going to hold that whole thing together. I'll show you what I mean. And I'm just finding a stitch underneath that chain to connect it to. You don't have to be too fussy. I think this chain is actually a little bit long. I'm going to take it a little bit shorter just so that it's a little bit tighter. Okay, there we go. I'm going to pull a loop right through there. I've snipped my yarn. Pull it through nice and tight. And now comes our last task, and that's just to join in the ends. So like I said, I'm going to do these two together. And it's easy enough to go right under these stitches. They're all together and they make kind of a little puffy space there. I usually go 3 times back and forth. I'm going to do that with the other end. Boy, I'm really fast. Look at me go. If only it was really this fast. All right, the last step is just to attach this paper clip, and I'm going to move this little chain to the side, and you can see that center circle there, that center ring that we first did. I'm just going to slide that paper clip right into there, and it kind of works its way right through. And there you have it. Now we can use that as a bookmark. We can clip that right on. Of course, you could use it to hold papers together too. And that's all there is to it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and please like and share and subscribe and all of that stuff. And we'll see you the next time at the Wimpy Chick. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.